Okay. Today we're drinking air.
It's going to be hard to drink, isn't it?
Where the bar's dry.
The bar's dry. Don't you worry. I have arrived. Welcome to Whiskey Buds.
Oh, yeah. I'm Billy. This is Kurt.
Thank you. And we're drinking Slane whiskey tonight.
I think somebody was drinking when they made that box there.
No, really? All right.
Oh, look, the name doesn't fit on the front.
Oh, it doesn't fit. They just folded the box around. All right, so this is one of their special edition ones.
The graphic designer's like, I want to be this wide, and then they come out with the box, like, you didn't tell me you're going to fold it.
All right.
Yeah.
Isabella picked out this whiskey.
I didn't listen to what you said. You said it's something.
Yeah, I did. It is
All right.
something.
Awesome. Special edition.
Yep.
I did hear you.
Special edition Irish whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
This is from, where they, in 1981, they had a concert, musical concert at Slane Castle in Ireland.
Ooh.
And so this is in tribute to that. It is a 45%, right, alcohol.
Hold up. How do you have a concert at a castle?
Well, you've seen a castle before, right?
Yeah, but they don't have any electricity, right?
Well, not in the medieval days, but they retrofitted them.
Oh, that's lame.
And besides, musical instruments didn't always need electricity to work.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a concert.
But anyways, yeah, in 81, right? That's been about the time that they would have had some nice rock and roll and other things. They would have brought that out. At 45%, what's fun about that is that is in reference to the old 45s.
The old 45s.
Records.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because they would spin at 45 RPM. And because they were popular at the time, they, as a tribute back to those old 45s, they made it 45%.
I guess they called them 45s too. Something like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, is this made by Metallica too?
No, we're just keeping on the music theme, huh?
Extra virgin oak, triple cask. What's triple cask mean?
So triple cask means that they use 3 different casks to age their whiskeys in, right? So they would age their malted whiskey in virgin oak, which is the same as new oak, right? But they didn't say charred, so I'm assuming it's uncharred virgin oak, so it's, never been used before. The seasoned oak that they use is from Tennessee whiskey barrels, right? So who do we know that makes whiskey in Tennessee?
Everybody.
No, that's Kentucky.
Oh.
Tennessee has one very specific brand. They probably have several others. But
Jack?
Yeah. Jack is actually classified as a bourbon, but they're so Tennessee, and because of their charcoal filtering, they're like, no, we're Tennessee whiskey. We're not bourbon. We don't want the classification. We want Tennessee whiskey.
Can you try that sour mash stuff sometime?
The old number 7?
Yeah. Well, come on.
I know.
We got everything else.
We do, but I'm not looking forward to that day, okay?
Well, me neither, but...
Yeah. And then they use the third cask, right? The one is the virgin oak. The one is the basically ex-Jack Daniels oak. I mean, they might use something else, but I'm taking a guess here. I'm playing the... what is that? Playing the odds?
Just making stuff up like usual.
And then the last is a sherried oak, which is a Oloroso sherry oak. So they age their whiskeys in each one of those barrels, and then they take those and they blend them together to do this. This one has more of the virgin oak.
So they don't take it out of one barrel, put it in the next one, like an assembly line. They do 3 separate and then blend them?
They create their mash, and they blend them all, so that way they can all age at the same time. And then they will bring those 3 and blend them together. So this one has a blend of more of the virgin oak than it does of the others, or of what Slane normally produces in their whiskeys, which we have not tried. So we don't know how this is going to compare to their other stuff, but we do know that it should have a bit more a woody character, because a lot of the scotches will use the used barrels, so that way they don't have the same wood impact to the extent that the bourbons do. What are you getting?
So I don't get any sweet scent on there.
No.
And I think I smell the wood oak, but there's something else in there that kind of...
Is there like a vanilla? Like a hint?
Yeah. No? Yeah, maybe a little bit. But there's also something in there that I don't recognize at all. Like, is this going to be one of those that's different than everything else?
It shouldn't.
No?
No, it should be a nice, pleasing... I'm trying to remember, like, toasted marshmallow, I think they said, is what you'll taste on
Maybe I'm smelling your glass.
Taste. You watched me clean them upstairs. Come on, man. Like I knew you were going to do this. I cleaned them. I made sure. I'm like, he's going to look at it in the light. He's going to be like, who cleaned this glass? There were no spots on it. It was hard water stains. And I'm like, I'm going to clean them off before he ever gets a chance to. Now he's still complaining.
Yeah, but what'd you clean it with? One of them wet blankets from the
other the other whiskey that tastes like wet blankets.
That was the
Talisker
storm, yeah.
Yeah, the storm, yeah. That's why they're wet. They got rained on. They didn't close the window.
Now we get it. Weeks later.
Yeah. Finally dawns on us.
Man, that has a weird something in the nose.
In the nose does. It actually kind of does. Like,
I wish we had the producer here to tell us what's going on here.
Yeah, the producer's the only one who knew what the hell he was talking about in that last 2 weeks ago. We should try it. Yeah.
Well, like, wow.
I think that's pretty good.
That's got a lot of flavor. That's strong.
It does. Like, you don't catch that. That does. That hits your tongue very strong, but it's very gentle on your nose.
No, I smelled it.
Did you?
I smelled some strongness in there. I just couldn't figure out what it was.
I don't know. I felt like it was like it really come through on the on the taste when on the nose it was very gentle.
It tastes like it's higher proof. Like it's not. It's not. It's subtle. I mean, it's not subtle. What am I trying to say? Tell me what I'm trying to say.
I think you're trying to say that it tastes strong without being too overly strong. You don't get a huge ethanol flavor to it. You get a little bit, just, I don't know, middle of the palate, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's, I'm trying to keep up here with you, but
I can tell it's higher proof, but it works.
It does. And it's not too higher proof either, though. Only at 45%. We've had lots of them where at like 46% you were wondering where the alcohol was.
Yeah. Some of them hide it really well.
They really do. What was that one we had? I want to say, maybe if I remember right, it was the Lagavulin, like 8-year-old or something, 11-year-old, 8-year-old.
Is there any alcohol in this? You can't even taste it.
Yeah. How much is in there?
96 proof, 48%. I guess that's not a whole lot.
So you said there's sherry
Yep.
cask in there.
There is. And virgin oak, so I think that's where that stronger flavor comes from, is that virgin oak, the new oak. So you get a lot more wood flavor forward on it.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
And I swear there's something with that sherry in there, like a slight sweetness. Ever so subtle, right on the back end.
I think it tastes more like a bitter wine kind of thing. Like, it's not sweet, but you can taste the...
Well, it's got hints of sweetness, right?
Yeah.
It's like those old pork and beans.
What?
Or what was it? Was it pork and, like, where they like wave the pork over the beans and like, see, it's got pork in it? Like,
oh, okay.
You know.
It's all sugary like pork and beans.
Yeah.
When I have a sweet tooth, I reach for my pork and beans. So now that the ethanol's getting kind of numbed out.
Yep. You're getting used to it.
The sweetness is coming up for me.
Okay.
And like that last one had a good flavor. So the first drink, I was a lot of oak. Not a real oak flavor I can identify, but it was the oaky and the ethanol.
Okay.
And now it's more the sweetness.
So you're
coming out.
The ethanol is, you're getting numb to that, and you're able to then pick out a little more of the nuances. So,
and that made it better.
Yeah. Tips to everybody: take a drink and then go back in and start trying to pick it apart.
I swear it's getting sweeter every drink now, just by a little bit. It's good. The flavor's really starting to kind of shine after you get into it a little bit.
You know, the one thing, though, I will say about this is that if you were to serve this in a lineup, and I would actually, maybe we should try it at some point, I wouldn't peg this as an Irish whiskey.
Like a police lineup?
Well, a blind tasting lineup, I was thinking, actually.
Number 4, taste your whiskey.
All right, I think that's about all we've got with it as far as the special edition. Legacy of Music for commemorating their first concert at the castle. Yeah, give it a try. Their regular whiskeys, I couldn't tell you.
I still think it's a little rough, but it's still, there's flavors in there that are fun to pick out.
It's got a good character.
Yeah.
I like it. Maybe not my favorite, of course, but
no, for
still
40,
good.
I mean, if you got a $40 budget,
it's
that might be all right.
Yeah, it's in that running with like, maybe we should pick that up.
I'd pick a lot of other things over this though.
Yeah, I mean at $40, like, although then a lot of the stuff we do like, you almost have to climb to the $50 range. But there are several. Anyways, this is running long.
Let's just stare at him and see. Okay. I didn't like that.
It didn't work. Cheers, everybody.